Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your on your reading. So for each of the signs, I was going to do a year ahead live spread reading, and then I thought, you know what, do I really want to do a year ahead live spread reading? People want to order those, they can order those on the website. They're there for order. But I wanted to do something a bit different for everyone in 2018, for all of the signs. I want to, you know, the whole point of Carol's Universe really is to empower. And some people think that the readings are negative. They're not negative at all. It is what it is at the end of the day, you know. It is what it is. I was going to go into something that a test that I'd done with my twin sister yesterday on some of these tarot cards. I'd quickly tell you, we did a morning reading for her. How was her career going to go in the next 3 months? And it showed, we used a load of reversals. The reversals in the pack did show that things would, you know, she'd be made an offer, but it would be, there's a lot of complications around that offer that might stop her from going for the position. And she said, oh, that just sounds really negative. Maybe you ought to turn the cards all the way up. I said, it makes no difference. It's just that when you get reversals, they can inflict slightly more of a severe tone on the reading. We did it with all, we turned the cards up, right, asked the same question. It was the same answer, but in a much more gentler tone. If the readings come across as negative, I'm sorry, they're not. It's what comes out in the reading, guys, and that's that. That's all there is to it. I'm sorry. There's not a lot else I can do about whatever comes out in a reading. So what I thought I would do is I was going to try and give a little bit of some form of you know, guidance readings for 2018. First one is, how do you achieve the best life that you can? How do you live the best life that you can in 2018? And these readings hone in on one facet of your life, and that facet is the thing that you can perhaps enhance on. You can perhaps work on to increase, you know, happiness in 2018. The other reading, Sagittarius, is how to find true love in 2018. So if some of you guys are in relationships, you're not happy with them, you would like, you know, to find someone else, to be in a relationship that you find is more conducive to who you are, or if you're single and you're looking for love and you'd like to find your true love this year, then that's the video to watch. It's a really good one. It's advice reading as well. So without further ado, let's get on with your reading, okay? So what we're using for this reading is we're using the Universal Weight Tarot deck for the main reading, which are these cards here, and the advice cards come from 3 different decks. So you've got the Getting Into the Vortex by Esther and Jerry Hicks, the Healing with the Angels by Doreen Virtue, and the Archangel Angels Para Tarot cards for advice as well after the reading. And I just wanted to show you, whenever I start a reading, I always do it on myself about a week before, and this was the results of my own reading that I did for myself, which is awesome, brilliant, and it was so correct as well. So there's 11 areas in this reading. We'll put these to the side, and we're going to start shuffling on your cards now. We'll use those afterwards, the advice, and we'll put the packaging for the tarot cards to the side as well. So 11 areas. Universe Spirit, show me, how can Sagittarians achieve the best life possible for themselves in 2018? How does Sagittarius achieve the best life possible for itself in 2018? How do Sagittarians achieve the best life that they possibly can for themselves in 2018? How will they achieve the best lives for themselves? Show me in position 1. What is the cause of this situation? What is the cause of Sagittarians wanting to achieve the best life for themselves in 2018? And how is this evolving into stage 1, position 2? So what have they been doing as a result of this area in position 1 to achieve a better life? What is their goals in position 3? And as a result of their goals, what will they be focusing on in terms of achieving a better life in 2018 in position 4? Position 5, what is their challenge? Position 6, stage 2 of achieving a better life, how do they overcome that challenge? Position 7, stage 3 of achieving a better life, what is it that they need to do next? Position 8, who are Sagittarians in 2018? Position 9, what are the influences coming in that some of these Sagittarians will need to deal with? Position 10, what will Sagittarians' hopes and desires be for achieving a better life in 2018? And position 11, what is the overall advice that the universe has for Sagittarius in order for them to achieve and live their best life in 2018? Show me. So this isn't a love reading, this is really a guidance reading. It's a self-help reading. It's designed to help you guys, okay? Now what I do, I shuffle this way so the cards face me, but because the cards have got to face you guys, I've got to turn it round so you get to see the way that the cards are laid out, because everything is upside down to me now. If I were to put the cards back, if I were to turn it up this way and start putting them out, everything would be towards me and you wouldn't be able to see it, okay? So they're turned around for that purpose. So this is the correct way that they were shuffled, alright? This is how it was, but it's just so you can see the cards. I have to turn the pack around. Okay, we're going to lay out the areas. So this is what's starting off you guys wanting to achieve a better life. This is the reason why. This is how that reason, what it's evolved to in stage 1. So this is from here, you've gone to stage 1 of trying to create your better life. Position 3 is the goals that you have for 2018, and position 4 is, as a result of those goals, what you'll be focusing on. Position 5 is whatever is challenging you in 2018, and position 6, stage 2, is how you overcome that challenge. Position 7 talks about what you need to do next to start to carry on achieving your better life. This is you guys in 2018, and this is influences coming in that some of you guys may need to deal with. This will be your hopes and all fears concerning your hopes, concerning achieving a better life in 2018, and this is the overall advice. It's not the outcome, it's the advice for what you need to do in order to achieve a better life in 2018. We use clarifiers if we need them. So, what's the heart of the matter? What's starting all of this off? The Three of Wands is the root issue. So some of you guys, I feel that you are looking to, the root issue is some of you guys might want to travel with the Three of Wands. Some of you guys might want to launch new things. So this could be launching a new business project, for example, with that Three of Wands energy. If you look at the Three of Wands and you look at the way that this guy is looking outwards, okay, so this person has a vision for the future. The Three of Wands and the Two of Wands for me represent vision, and I think that at the foundation is that some of you guys have a vision for the future with this Three of Wands. Some of you guys are looking to launch new things. Some of you guys might be looking to network with others, so communicate with others. Three of Wands is a classic card for getting out there and broadening your horizons. So I am seeing that you guys want to broaden your horizons. The root of everything in 2018 is to do with broadening your horizons with this Three of Wands, and as a result of that, this in stage 2 has made you guys, well, you're looking at different options, aren't you? So you got the Seven of Cups here, Sagittarius. So I see you guys wanting to broaden your options, broaden your horizons, and as a result of that, in stage 1, you guys have been opening up your options. You've been looking at many options that you can do this with. So if, say, for example, you guys were looking to you know, leave a particular job with the Three of Wands. Maybe you work for a small company, and maybe what you're looking to do is, or you might look for work for a large company with this, but what you're looking to do is say, well, I don't really want to do this. I've already, with the Two Wands behind this individual, Sagittarius, this person's already established something here. So already you've established something, and you say, well, I've already established something, I need more. This is the card about I need more. You know, I want to broaden my horizons, I need more in my life. And as a result of that, it might be for some of you guys, you want to set up your own business. So as a result of that, the first stage of creating this is to look at the various options that are before you. You know, how do you go about setting up your own business, for example, with the Seven of Cups? What resources and support is available to you in doing that with the Seven of Cups? So really, you guys are looking at different options as a result of this energy here. What is your goals for 2018, Sagittarius? Well, your goals are temperance. It's really nice. And Sagittarius, temperance represents you guys. It's your major card. So I think that your goals are really to create alignment within your lives, create balance within your lives, because I feel that with the Two Cups here, trying to manage, you're trying to create some form of equal balance in your life. So whether that be work and play, for example. The Temperance card can easily look at somebody who's trying to get a nice work-life balance going with temperance. You know, this is the card about trying to create equilibrium and balance within one's life, trying to balance two opposing forces. So if some of you guys, it might be that you're looking to broaden your horizons. We'll have a look at why if we get a clarifier card with that. But you're looking to broaden your horizons, and you've been looking in stage 1 of creating a better life at the various options that you can do this, because your goal is to create a balance within your lives in 2018. And as a result of that, your focus for 2018, Aquarius, will be on the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So you guys are looking to come out of a gilded cage, something that has probably I think that you're looking to take a risk for some of you guys, because the Nine of Coins in the upright says, you know what, I'm independent and I'm safe and I'm secure. And in a way, this Nine of Coins represents, you know, I've been, it's almost like Rapunzel in the castle, if you think about it, Sagittarius. You know, she's secluded from the world. And, you know, we can kind of use that type of analogy with this, and we can say that for some of you guys with the Nine of Coins in the upright, you've been very safe. You've been looked after very, very well with this Nine of Coins in the upright. You know, you've been very secure. I'm not saying that this is complete security financially or anything like that. Is for some of you guys, you might have been in a job for a long time where you've had, you know, enough money to do this, that and the other. You'd not had to worry about stuff. That's the Nine of Coins card, you know. This represents being safe. It represents being financially okay. It doesn't mean that you're rich, but it means that you're comfortable. It's a card of being comfortable. It's like the Empress, very similar to the Empress energy is the Nine of Coins. Represents being comfortable, being secure, usually financially. This is usually a woman, sometimes middle-aged. She's got a pension, or, you know, she's not too badly off. Sometimes this can be that you run your own business. Sometimes this can be that you don't, you know, you've never worked for anyone else, or maybe you're, you know, you're a single mom, or you're a mom looking after kids and the husband's away, or vice versa, and, you know, you've got a credit card and you're taken care of and you don't have to worry about much. It's really the ladies. Sorry about that noise. I was just converting another video. It really is the ladies that lunch card, you know. It does represent sort of material comfort and gain, but your focus is on taking a risk because the Nine of Coins is now reversed. So Sagittarius, I think for some of you guys, your focus will be on, well, I'm bored of this. You know, I'm bored of being in the gilded cage, of being wrapped in cotton wool. Whether that's by my own hands, my company's hands, or my family's hands. You know, I'm a bit tired of doing this, you know. So what I want to do is I want to come out of that gilded cage and do something a little bit different with this Nine of Coins energy. I want to come... This is the card. It's not... You know, if you were to look at it maybe in a love reading, sometimes this person's independent and they are focused on their own shit. In the reverse, if it's love, they want to really start to see people and to meet people and stop kind of... This is the card of the gilded cage, Nine of Coins, okay? So one of the words that you would probably use with the Nine of Coins is the gilded cage. When you're in the reverse, you want to come out of that gilded cage. Okay? So if you want to achieve a balance in your life with the Temperance card, maybe the imbalance is that some of you guys have been this in the upright, Sagittarius, and what you're now looking to be is this. You're looking to be this in the reverse. Now, your challenge is this. So your challenge is actually coming out of this. You want this, but look at the cards. Look at how they're talking to you. Four of Coins in the upright. Nine of Coins in the upright. This is gilded cage. This is gilded cage. Because sometimes with both cards it represents, I don't really want to come out of this. I'm in a safety zone. Both cards can represent a safety zone. They both have people, one person on the card, and they're both surrounded by pentacles. They're surrounded by money, comfort, materials. They're kind of protected in a way from the world, both cards are. But look at this. Your aim and your focus for 2018 is to do this. It's to come out of the gilded cage. But your challenge is actually doing it. You want to do it, but some of you guys are a little bit nervous to do it because the Four of Coins is your challenge and it's reversed. Four of Coins in the reverse says, you know what, actually, maybe what I need to do is I need to come out of my comfort zone because Nine of Coins in the upright is a comfort zone and Four of Coins in the upright is a comfort zone. But you guys are focusing on coming out of that comfort zone, but the problem is your challenge is actually doing it. That's what your challenge is. You want to broaden your horizons. The reason for everything for you guys in 2018, Sagittarius, is you want to broaden your horizons. And as a result of that, stage one is I'm looking at ways that I can do this because I want to achieve some balance. I need equilibrium. And if you think about it, if the equilibrium that you are looking at, your goal with this Temperance card is to have some balance in your life, it might mean that for some of you guys, you're so stuck in doing something here. Whether this is, you know, being the wife that doesn't work, you know, because you've grown the children up and you're a lady that lunches. Or whether this is the man who's the house husband and he's been the house husband for a long time. Either way, you don't have balance with this because you're doing one thing, but you're not getting enough variety. So really what it is, I think, for 2018, Sagittarius, is that for some of you guys, variety is going to be the spice of life. Because I don't believe that some of you guys are getting enough variety because you want this. But your challenge is doing it. Your challenge is actually taking yourself out of the comfort zone. You want to take a risk. I think some of you guys want to take a risk. You're sick of being in the comfort zone, but you're afraid to do that. Well, how do you overcome it? What is stage 2 of how you improve and live the best life that you possibly can, Sagittarius? What do you need to do to overcome that 4 of coins in the reverse? You need to let go of your fears. Devil in the reverse. You need to let go of your fears. Because Devil reverse says, I let go of my fears. In the upright, remember this card says, the devil is controlling you. It can be the devil inside of your head. The devil inside of yourself. The devil is the fear. It can be a controlling person around you, for example. Some of you guys, it might be that you're in a marriage or something like that where somebody's controlling you and you feel that you can't do what you want. It might be that people are emotionally blackmailing you in your life and saying, well, we don't want you to do this, or we don't want you to go to university, or we don't want you to travel and do this job. You ought to stay here. Keep in the safe. Keep in the warm. But you're like, I don't want to do that. I want to come out of the gilded cage. I've been stuck in this tower of comfort and of protection for too long. But my challenge is 4 of coins. Shit, I'm so used to doing this. How do I get out of it? And the universe is saying, look, release it. Release those fears. Release those chains of fear. Because if you don't release them, you'll still be stuck like this. And we know, Sagittarius, that for some of you guys, your aim is not to do this. It's to do this. But your fear is this. And how do you overcome it? You let go of it with the devil. Now, is it as simple? We'll ask how you let go of it with the devil in a moment. We'll try and get a clarifier on that. Because it's so easy when the devil, with any card that's reversed, it's especially a devil. Because, you know, the challenge with the 4 of coins in reverse, coming out of a comfort zone, is the challenge. Okay? And we're asking, how do you come out of that challenge? Well, devil reverse, simple. Let go of the fears. Relinquish the fears. But it doesn't really tell you how you do it. So it's very easy for me to sit here and say, well, Sag, it's clear, look, duh. You want to come out of the comfort zone. You want to come out of the gilded cage, but your fears are coming out. Relinquishing control, relinquishing. Some of you guys, it might be that you've got to give up certain things. You've got to give up the money, for example. So for some of you guys, it might be a job. It might be what's starting everything is that you have an out of view. You've got a vision for the future. You want to broaden your horizons. And therefore, stage 1, well, I'm looking around on the internet how I can do this. Or I'm looking around at literature. I'm getting lots of information with the 7 of Cups of how I can broaden my horizons. Because really, I want to create some balance in my life. Some of you guys, it might be that your goal is to achieve some form of spiritual enlightenment. Maybe some of you guys have a spiritual purpose with the Temperance energy. So this might be a vocation, or it might be a life purpose that some of you guys are actually entering into, because Temperance is a spiritual card. And therefore your focus is on coming out of the gilded cage. But some of you guys, it might be your focus is on relinquishing the material. Because the 9 of coins can be a card that says, but I like my jewels, and I like my money, and I like the fact that I go on 3 holidays a year or 2 holidays a year. I like the lifestyle that my job affords me with the 9 of coins. But, you know, your focus will be, well, if I want to live my purpose, if I want to broaden my horizons and I look at other options, and my goal is to live my purpose, to find my spiritual purpose with the Temperance energy here, and as a result of that, what I need to do is focus on maybe relinquishing the materials of life, relinquishing my hold on the material life, the outer life, the seductive human life that we live, the consumerism that we live every day. Then I need to do this. I need to focus on taking away all of that. You know, all of the pretty things, the money, the jewellery, the whatever it is. But my challenge is, oh, can I do it? Can I let go of that 4 of coins? Can I really? For some of you guys, can I really give up the security? 4 of coins in the upright is security. Financial security. Look how he's got all the money all over him. Security. In the reverse, can I relinquish this? Can I give this up? But the universe is saying, you know, if this is a financial thing and some of you guys want to go on a new, you know, you've got a vocation, maybe some of you guys want to do something that means more to you than just earning a really good wage or whatever it is, it might be a case of, well, the universe is saying, how do you do it? Let go of the devil. The devil is the temptation. The devil is the money. The devil is the need to buy. The devil is consumerism. Some of you guys need to let go of that. And some of you guys, it will be something else you need to let go of because you're fearing this. The third stage, and what you need to do next with some of you guys in order to live the best life that you possibly can, is the Eight of Coins in the reverse. How interesting. Some of you guys, I think that you need to, and we've got a lot of Pentacle cards here, we've got 3, and they're kind of very close together, so you guys want to relinquish the gilded cage. It could be of money, anything else, but it's a gilded cage nevertheless. But your challenge is to let go. It is to relinquish. It is to maybe relinquish your security, especially financially for some of you guys. Okay, and the second stage of how you start to live your best life is letting go of the consumerism, of the need to have more and more and more. If you want to, maybe your goal is to live more of a spiritual and harmonious life. It's to let go of the money, the intention to have. The intention to have all the materials and all the money in the world. But the third stage from that says, well, maybe with the Eight of Coins, what you need to do is do less of the focusing on getting this. Because the Eight of Coins in the reverse says, you know, and this is what you need to do. So if you need to do an Eight of Coins in the reverse, then you can't be focusing on so much on trying to attain. Especially if it's a, and I think that this would be a financial thing. So maybe what's coming in and the next stage of attaining your best life, Sagittarius, is to stop working towards attaining, whether this be recognition, greatness from where you are. I think that this would probably be something material that you guys need to stop trying to attain so much. Obviously, we all have to work and we all have to earn a living. But some people do things because it's going to give them the prestige, or it's going to buy them the next big car, or the next big property, or the next pair of, you know, Louboutins, or whatever it is. And it's saying stop focusing on that so much. You guys right now, Sagittarius, are the Six of Swords in the reverse. So you guys are stuck. I think that you are, some of you guys I feel are mentally blocked, because the Six of Swords reverse represents a mental blockage. So I think that some of you guys are mentally blocked, and some of you guys with the Six of Swords can't move. It might be that right now with the Six of Swords showing as the Sagittarius, that you literally can't move. Because the Six of Swords in the reverse says, you know what, actually I can't move, I'm stuck. I'm stuck where I am. I'm having to cancel plans, or I've got mental blockage, I'm not seeing clearly. Or it might be for some of you guys right now, you don't know where your path is, or you don't have a clear path with this Six of Swords in the reverse. Coming in, what some of you guys are going to need to deal with, Sagittarius, is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So some of you guys are going to have to give up something here. Okay? You really are going to have to give up on an opportunity for something. Some of you, it might be an opportunity, and some of you, it might be the life that you really don't want. Four of Cups in the reverse talks about giving it up completely. There's no time for contemplation now, or folding of arms. And saying, maybe, maybe not. Oh, I really don't want it. This is like slam dunk, no. Bye-bye, shut door. It's death. Four of Cups reverse is death. There's an ending here you're going to deal with, but it will be via your own hands. Time is up. You're going to have to deal with that Four of Cups coming in. Your hopes or fears, well, your hopes are the Page of Cups. And this is really to follow a new adventure, perhaps new creative, new spiritual. Cups are creative, they're spiritual, they're love, they're emotion. I think that this is, for some of you guys, your hopes to follow a new path with the Page of Cups energy. Possibly because it's Cups, it's creative, something new that you love. It might be to start something, to give birth to something new. The outcome, the final card, that the advice on how you live your best life in 2018, Sagittarius, is the Chariot, which is a great card. Whatever it is, and I think this Chariot here connects very much to the Nine of Coins and the Four of Coins. Because think about it. The Chariot is all about, this isn't about, I mean, the advice would never be as an advice, you know, you'll have, that's not advice. Advice, I'm not saying to you as advice, you'll have success, because that's not advice. The advice card in the outcome, Sagittarius, is how do you achieve, or how do you, the final bit of advice is how do you achieve or live your best life, and it's through the Chariot. And the Chariot says, control those inner fears. Control those things that are threatening to topple you either side. Control them if you want success. Know exactly what you want. Have the strength and have the fortitude and have the confidence to go for it. Because you guys are doing this. This is what it's trying to warn you about this. It's trying to warn you about that. Because you guys, your challenge is coming out of a comfort zone. Whether this is to do with the money, whether this is to do with how long you've been doing something in terms of work, or whether this is to do with, you know, how long you've been in something. You are fearing the lack of security, 4 of coins in the reverse, and you're fearing doing something different, 4 of coins in the reverse. You're fearing taking yourself, your challenge is taking yourself out of a comfort zone, something that you've been doing a long time, or the financial security that you've accumulated. This is what your fears are for some of you Sagittarius, but the overall outcome from that is saying, well, my advice is, you know, control it, control the fear. Because it's the fear that's going to take you off course. You are the only one that can control that fear. You're the only one that can control that Sagittarius with the Chariot energy. I want to see why we've got this 4 of coins in the reverse. Why your challenge is the 4 of coins in reverse. Why is Sagittarius' challenge the 4 of coins reversed? Whoopsie daisy. Why is Sagittarius' challenge the 4 of coins reversed? The Empress. Because you're comfortable. There you go. I told you. The Empress. Your challenge is relinquishing, giving up this. Now, Empresses are comfort. This is luxury. When you get an Empress card, so this is about luxury. This is about money. This is about safety and feeling comfortable. You know, Empresses show up when you are in a good job, for example. You've been promoted. You know, you're in charge. That's when Empresses show up. Empresses show up when you're living a beautiful life. You know, you got a beautiful home. You got money. You got nice food. You got nice things around you. You got nice clothing. You got all of that lovely stuff. And your challenge is giving up 4 of coins in the reverse. Relinquishing the 4 of coins in the reverse. This, the Empress. So Sagittarius, your Empress is giving, your challenge is giving up a certain lifestyle, I feel here. Whether that's in work or personal lifestyle, whatever it is. Some of you guys, it might be giving up spending, for example, with the Empress showing here. Empress is a spender. She likes nice things, makeup, nice nails, you know, nice lipstick, nice skincare, nice body creams, you know, all of that stuff. She loves it. And your challenge is giving all of this stuff up. Okay? Because in your foundation, you guys want to broaden your horizons. And let's have a look why you want to broaden your horizons. You want to broaden your horizons because of the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. You're not really going anywhere, are you, some of you guys? Or it's not that you're not going anywhere, it's just that where you are right now, it's not moving. It's stagnant. It's not really bringing you to... The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse can either mean stagnation, delay, or it can mean that, you know, you're not fated to do something, or it can mean that the universe is taking time in divine timing. So it might mean things are moving very slow, or it could mean that there's a run of bad luck. But I feel that you guys want to turn your back on this Wheel of Fortune. I think you're tired. I think you guys here, you want to broaden your horizons, because the Wheel of Fortune hasn't, in the reverse, is not bringing you to, it's not helping you to evolve. You're not evolving where you are. You want to turn your back, you want to broaden your horizons because of the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. You're broadening your horizons because you're not really evolving as an individual. Nothing's changing. Nothing's moving. Some of you guys might be in a perfectly, if it's a work reading, Sagittarius, you might be in a perfectly good job with that Empress energy showing there. But it doesn't mean that just because you've got a really good job with good money that you're actually moving, that you're actually evolving the way that you want to evolve. There might be boredom setting in. But because of the money and the comfort you stay, you're challenged by giving up the comfort where you are. And in your foundation, here we go, there you are. So in the foundation, here, 3 of Wands, want to broaden my horizons because I don't really feel that I'm going anywhere where I am right now. It's leading to the present, wanting to remove yourself from this gilded cage, 9 of Coins in the reverse. And why is that? Let's have a look at what the 9 of Coins in the reverse shows with. Ace of Cups. So you guys with the 9 of Pentacles, the focus is on coming out of the gilded cage because your heart is no longer in it. Coming out of the gilded cage and leaving behind something that you are no longer in love with. Something that you no longer feel an affinity with. Something that might be emotionally draining you. Okay? And this could be anything. Some of you guys might be, Nine of Coins in the reverse can mean that you live on your own. And sometimes you might want to live with other people, for example. It might be because of a lack of, you know, feeling love. Maybe some of you guys feeling lonely. Ace of Coins in the reverse can be, Ace of Cups, sorry, in the reverse can be, I feel lonely. You know, so some of you guys, it might be the focus is on kind of, you know, mingling with more people. It could be anything. Anything at all. Let's go from the bottom. In your root issue, Sagittarius, you guys here are the Three of Wands. You want to broaden your horizons because where you are right now really isn't getting you anywhere. Not really. There's a sense of stagnation here. You're not moving forward. You're not evolving as an individual. And as a result of that, the Seven of Cups. So first stage, you guys have decided to look at other options with that Seven of Cups. Okay, so you're looking at options so to release the boredom or to release the stagnation. Ten of Wands in the reverse is to release. You're looking at options in terms of maybe some of you guys being able to open up, talk to others, for example. Ten of Wands in the upright can say, well, I put my barriers up. I don't talk to anyone. I put a barrier up in front of people and I don't really want to speak to them. Some of you guys, it might be, well, I'm looking to broaden my horizon because I feel stuck in my life right now. I don't feel like the universe is helping me move forward and I feel like I almost need to take matters into my own hands and do this. And as a result of that, stage one, well, how do I do that? How do I start broadening my horizons? Well, I start to maybe look at different options. Maybe I'm looking at contacting different people by taking my guard down with the Ten of Wands, or maybe I'm looking with the Seven of Cups at other options so I take some of, or I alleviate some of the pressure and build up and burdens that I've been feeling. Because what I want is I want to build, my goal is to build a wonderful balanced life with the Temperance energy. But in order to do that, I know that I've got to focus on coming out of the gilded cage. Because I no longer feel in love with what I do. I've lost the love. I know that in order to achieve this, I need to focus on coming out of this gilded cage. Because I'm of no use to anyone or myself while I'm like this. But my challenge is, shit, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm going to have to give up this. I'm going to have to give up being comfortable and being settled. Maybe some material shit going on here. Maybe some financial shit going on here. I'm going to have to give this up. But the universe says, well, you know what? The way that you overcome that and the second stage to achieving your better life, Sagittarius, is just to go for it. It is to release the chains and release the fears with that devil. Because once you release those fears with that devil energy, you get the Ten of Coins in the reverse. You release yourself from the prison that you have built up. And also, some of you guys, it might be here that what you need to release are partnerships, relationships that are flawed. Because the Ten of Coins in the reverse is relationships that are flawed. They show disruption. They show instability. They show things that cannot last the lifetime. They can't last long term. Ten of Coins in the upright is also about money. But it's not telling you to release it in the upright. It's telling you to release it in the reverse. So this is telling you, this is not a double negative, but the devil in the reverse is a good card to get. It's the positive of the negative. Remember, reversals, Sagittarians, they are either the opposite of what the upright is, or they are the absent energy of the upright. This is the absence of fear. It's the absence of restrictions. It's the absence of toxicity, toxic relationships. It's the absence of all of those things, chains. So how do you do this? Because you guys, your challenge is, well, I've got to release being comfortable, the Empress. Some of you guys, it might be you've got to release a parent, for example, as well. You've got to stop caring for a parent or stop feeling guilty that you've always got to be there for a parent, because Empress can be mothers. Okay, but, you know, how do you do it? How do you, the first stage to you living your best life, how do you do it? You release, especially if this is anything to do with a family member for some of you guys, Sagittarians, you release a toxic situation. Ten of Coins in the reverse is arguments, problems, flaws, an unstable foundation. You release that. There's an unstable foundation that you guys need to release in 2018, and you're going to have to do it. Because you want to broaden your horizons. You want to move out of a very stagnant situation in your life. You can see how the Three of Wands has its back to that Wheel of Fortune. So you're looking to release this. Wheel of Fortune reverse is stagnation. There's no movement. Run of bad luck. You want to move away from that. You want to increase your luck in this area here. And you do that by looking at other options, possibly for some of you guys to take down your guard, especially if there's a parent that you've been looking after or something like that. Or you look at other options to release a variety of ways with the Seven of Cups to release this burden that some of you guys have been feeling, because you want balance. But in order to get that balance, you know you got to take yourself out of a gilded cage in which there is no love, there is no light. However, your challenge is, shit, can I do it? Because I'm holding on to, I'm either afraid to let go or give up somebody that I care about, or I'm afraid to let go of all the material trappings that I've built up where I am, all of the comfort. I've got myself in the comfort zone and I don't know whether I can release that. But the universe is saying, Sagittarius, the only way that you're going to do it in stage 2 to creating your better life is to release this crack. Release this, I don't mean smoking crack, I mean release this flaw in your environment, the 10 of Coins in the reverse. The third stage to building or living the best life that you can in 2018 is the Eight of Coins in the reverse. And I think that this is about not working on something here. Let's have a look what shows up with it. It's saying don't put effort into a situation. Don't put effort. It's telling you not to put effort into a venture or into a family or into a building or some form of... I'm not reading for relationships, that's the thing. Okay, so this might be friendships, for example, or people around you, but you're not to put any effort into this. So how do you create a better life for yourself? You can't put any effort into this. The Four of Wands is a venture. It's a home. But for some reason, you can't put any effort into this situation here with the Eight of Coins in the reverse. Because right now you're stuck. Six of Swords in the reverse. And let's have a look why Sagittarius is stuck. Page of Swords. Some of you are stuck in with someone who causes arguments or problems. Page of Swords in the reverse. Some of you guys are stuck because you won't initiate. You feel that you don't have enough intelligence or enough experience. So it's your fear that keeps you held back. Page of Swords isn't just about mischief makers, and it's not just about gossipy people. Alright? Page of Swords isn't just about kind of being sly and looking at people on the sly. So some of you guys might be stuck because you're looking into somebody else's world rather than your own with that page. You're a curtain twitcher with the Page of Swords in the reverse. You're probably looking at... Some of you guys might be looking into other people's lives rather than your own, which is why you're stuck here. Some of you guys might be stuck because you've got an individual around you who makes you feel stuck. Somebody telling you that you can't do shit. Page of Swords in the reverse. They've got their own agenda, but they tell you a load of bullshit. And they say nasty things. You know? Some of you might be feeling stuck with the Six of Swords, Sagittarius, because you feel inexperienced. Like you don't know enough with the Page of Swords in the reverse. Some of you guys, it's telling you not to put an effort into a friendship, or a family matter, or a venture, or building any more on a situation with that Four of Wands, because what's coming in is, and what you'll need to deal with in 2018 is the Four of Cups in the reverse. And let's have a look at what shows up with the Four of Cups in the reverse. The Hierophant. Let me have a drink and think about that combination. I think you guys are going to give up on an opportunity here. I think that you're going to relinquish an opportunity so that maybe, I feel, Sagittarius, it might be that you give up on an individual, this High Priestess. But I don't think that's the case. If it is, then she's probably the Empress. They're probably one and the same person. But I think that this is more about giving up on whatever this thing is so that you can focus on yourself with the High Priestess energy. Because your hopes are for the Page of Cups, and I think that this is really to go out there and seek some form of new adventure. Possibly some new creative adventure with that Page of Cups energy. And the way that you do that, the advice to living your best life, Sagittarius, in 2018 is the Chariot. You need to take control of whatever inner conflict you are going through. But you've got Death in the reverse. think about those energies? Why have we got death in the reverse? Death in the reverse means to return. How do you make the best of your life? Live the best life in 2018. It's by the Chariot. You need to control. You need to control your inner voice. I think I need to draw another card because it didn't make sense with that to me. There'll be a return to this. It's telling you the best way to achieve your goals and achieve your best life in 2018 is to persevere. Chariots mean persevere. It means to persevere. You can't put any effort into whatever this Four of Wands is for you, Sagittarius. You can't do that. So if this is a venture that you're working on with someone, you can't be putting any effort into it. And that's the third stage of how you create your better life. So for some of you guys, it might be a relationship. Stop working so hard on a relationship because maybe this is the gilded cage that you need to come out of because it lacks love. I don't want to do love in a reading. I really don't, because we've got a love reading coming up for you. So we're touching on it very, very lightly. There's something you guys need to release yourself from that you're no longer in love with. And as a result of that, in stage 3, stop putting effort in trying to make this thing work, in trying to build it with the Four of Wands energy. Because what you'll experience coming in, Sagittarius, in 2018, is the chance to relinquish this thing with the Four of Cups in the reverse and focus on yourself. And therefore, the overall outcome is, well, how do you create the best life for yourself in 2018, Sagittarius? You persevere. You stay in control, because if you don't stay in control, you will return to the ever-cautious Fool in the reverse. In other words, you'll do nothing. You'll do ditto. You will do ditto. And we can see that you don't want to do that. The problem is, there's 2 areas, I think, here that are saying, do this. Alright? This area here, challenge position. Giving up. Four of Pentacles in the reverse means to give up. It means to give your money up, give your security up, give your stability up. It means to come out of your comfort zone. Four of Coins in the reverse. That's how I read the Four of Coins in the reverse. What's the combining card? What are you giving up? The Empress. Your challenge is to give up comfort, security with that Empress. To give up maybe a certain lifestyle or even a person. But from that challenge, the overall advice is, you know what, you got to persevere in doing that with the Chariot. You got to control your fears with the Chariot if you want success. Or otherwise you will return death in the reverse. To the Fool in the reverse doing nothing. Remember, the Fool in the reverse is absence of child, absence of birth, absence of opportunity. So it goes back to just being a nothing. It's just a nothing in the reverse. Nothing happens in the reverse. You will return back to doing nothing. The Fool. Fool represents to be cautious and do nothing. Let's get this reading again. How does Sagittarius live its best life in 2018? Right, so you guys, in 2018, you're this. Some of you guys are stuck. You might be mentally stuck. Some of you guys, you find that there might be a mental blockage. That mental blockage might be because with the Page of Swords, you're finding it very hard to build or to come up with new ideas. It might be some of you guys feel stuck because with the Page of Swords energy, you don't feel that you know enough. You feel very inexperienced with the Page of Swords. You feel a lack of confidence to actually initiate new paths. For some of you guys, you might feel stuck because there's somebody around you who's telling you that you're no good. Page of Swords in reverse is notorious for being a right little cow. You know, they say really nasty things. They're quite mischievous. They're quite confrontational. They're quite sneaky. Some of you guys might be feeling stuck by such a person. Some of you guys might be feeling stuck because you're a curtain twitcher. You'd rather investigate and sneakily look into other people's lives rather than looking into your own. But you see, the root issue for you guys in 2018, Sagittarius, is that you want to expand your horizons. Because really, especially if you're a curtain twitcher here, it's not going anywhere. You're not expanding your horizons because you're too involved, maybe for some of you guys, in other people's shit rather than your own. And you're recognizing in your foundation, well, I need to broaden my horizons because actually this isn't going to get me anywhere. If you're stuck because you don't know what to do, You don't know how to start formulating and acting on new ideas. Well, you know, it's because in your foundation you want a new horizon, but you don't know how to create that luck. You want to broaden your horizons, but for some of you guys it might be that you don't know how to do it. So the first stage of creating this better life for yourself in 2018, Sagittarius, will be to look at various options. By not being so shy. For some of you guys, look at various options by talking to people. 10 of Wands in the reverse can say, I talk, I open up. In the upright, it's not opening up. So you can say, well, look at other options to speak to different people, to open up. To talk about what your dreams and what your motivations and inspirations are for 2018. For some of you guys, Sagittarius, it will be, well, 7 of Cups, look at other options to take this burden away. Because what you guys want to do is you want to create a lovely balance within your life in 2018, because I don't think that some of you guys are feeling balanced. Certainly here and here I don't see the balance. But as a result of that, you guys will know that what you need to focus on is taking yourself out of that gilded cage. 9 of Pentacles can be as much about being shy. You're not always, doesn't always mean confidence in this card at all, because this can mean that you sit around in your flat on your own for days without seeing a single soul. Own little bubble. So 9 of Coins in the reverse, your focus will be, well, if I want balance in my life, maybe I need to get myself out there. 9 of Coins in the reverse. Because where I am right now, it's not giving me much love. I don't feel much love. I feel emotionally drained. I feel tired. And I possibly feel depressed. So your focus will be, I want to come out of this gilded cage. Whether it's a job that you're in, whether it's a family situation, whatever it is, I want to come out of this because there's no love in this. I don't feel love for it. I don't feel anything for it. I just want to leave it. But your challenge is, 4 of Coins in the reverse. Can I give up this, Empress? So for some of you guys, it is definitely, I feel, a material thing. Can I give up this thing of beauty? Can I give up this lifestyle? Can I give up what I've already built with the Empress? So some of you guys will already be successful. You know, some of you guys might already be successful, but it might be that you're stuck because the husband or the wife says, you can't do it. What are you doing? What about the family? What about us? What about the children? What are you doing? You can't go. You can't move. You can't go and be a monk, or you can't go and sit on a hill with a bag of rice. What about the bills? What about this? You can't go and become a counsellor because you're in a £100,000 or $100,000 a year job. What are you doing? How dare you? You can't do this. You guys feel stuck because of a Page of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's bitching at you, biting at you. And it might be that your challenge is giving up all of the luxuries that are afforded to a person, or giving up all of the luxuries that you've built up in your life. But the universe says, look, the second stage of how you live your best life is by giving up the fear. Releasing these chains, because what these chains are doing is they are making the situation worse. 10 of Coins in the reverse. Release the chains of a situation that is not stable, that is not giving you the grounded energy that you need with that 10 of Coins. Especially if this is a marriage some of you guys are involved in and you want to do something else and your partner doesn't want you to do something else, Sagittarius. Then the universe is saying, well, the first stage to how you live a better life is relinquish, give up the person who's trying to control you, because it might be that you need to turn your back on an individual, not turn your back on an individual, but with the Devil in the reverse, it says let go of the chains, release the chains of a situation, 10 of Coins in the reverse, that is unstable and unfair. Release it. This is about Devil in reverse, release chains. 10 of Coins in the reverse, unstable family situation. Some of you guys need to release the chains of an unstable family situation with the 10 of Coins in the reverse. Some of you guys need to release the chains of a situation that feels that lacks groundedness, that lacks understanding, that lacks the potential to build. And it says, you know, the third stage to how you build your better life, Sagittarius, well, maybe you shouldn't be investing 8 of Coins in the reverse or working so hard towards, you know, maintaining something in this situation with that 4 of Wands. Because coming in, you will have the chance to focus on yourself. High Priestess. Because for some of you guys in 2018, your focus, your hopes will be to tread a new path with the Page of Cups. It might be going back to college for some of you guys. It might be, indulging in a new business, setting up a creative business, a fashion business with the Page of Cups. It might be writing a book with the Page of Cups, or writing poetry with the Page of Cups energy. Some of you guys, your hopes might be to do something creative or to venture into some form of creative territory. But the universe says to you, you know what? It warns you. The advice is persevere. You see these two sphinxes here? The two sphinxes are your Page of Swords and possibly your Empress if this is a person that's a problem, along with that Page of Swords. Your two sphinxes might be these two characters here. Now, if the chain is the Empress, i.e. I can't let go of the luxury of what I've built up, of the comfort, of the money, of the cars, of the shoes, of the this, the that. And right now I'm stuck because the Page of Swords in the reverse. Some of you guys, I don't know what else to do. It's a complicated reading with many streams. This is one of the readings that I've done that has many, many facets to it. It's incredible. Some of you guys might be stuck because you don't know what to do. Page of Swords in the reverse talks about great inexperience, great fear. Not feeling accomplished enough or intelligent enough. Some of you guys might be stuck because of that. And it might be that your challenge is, you in your basis, the foundation is, I want to broaden my horizons because I feel stuck with the Wheel of Fortune, but I'm stuck because I don't know what to do. Page of Swords in the reverse. And he says, well, look at other options. If you want to release burdens, look at other options. There's always a way around something because you want to create balance, but you don't feel that you've got balance somewhere in your life, Sagittarius. You really don't. Some of you. I'm not saying for all of you, for some of you. Because you need to relinquish this. Now, if this is the money, if this is the, what you've built up financially wise, and you feel stuck because you don't feel that you can do anything else, then this is your demons with the two sphinxes. You guys here, the advice is take control of that fear. Take control of that fear. And how do you do that? You do this and you do this. You look at other options to release the burden, and you relinquish the chains of a situation that feels very unstable, whether this is a family matter that we're talking about here, or whether this is just you. But you do this. You've got to control that fear with the Chariot, because if you don't, for some of you guys, it might be that you'll return to being the Fool in the reverse. Cautious, nervous, not moving forward, not evolving. This is all about feeling the fear and doing it anyway, regardless of whether somebody's telling you you can't do it, regardless of whether you don't feel that you can do it with the Page of Swords reverse, regardless of whether you're always looking into somebody else's life but never really looking into your own because you think somebody else's life is far more exciting. Whatever the case is, Sagittarius, it's all about, I think, for 2018, in taking, you want to do it. You want to do it. Your goal is to have balance. And how you know you're going to do that is by taking yourself out of a gilded cage in which you feel is not giving you the love, and it's not giving you the happiness, and it's not giving you the growth and the vitality that you need with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So you guys know that you want to move out of a gilded cage, but you're afraid to. There's your two key cards. Four of Coins in the reverse, relinquish, Empress, money, luxury, wealth, comfort, relinquishing the comfort. Giving up your security in terms of comfort with the Empress, in terms of lifestyle. So giving up your security in terms of lifestyle. For some of you guys, it might be a parent, for example. This might be the parent that moans at you and says things, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that. What do you think about yourselves? If this is resonating with any of you guys for Sagittarius for the year coming, for 2018, then it's saying focus on yourself. Regardless of whether you feel that you've got enough experience, regardless of whether somebody's telling you that you can't do something. Because you've already planted the seed. You want to broaden your horizons. You want to make some real leaps and bounds from this. That's what you want, Sagittarius. So don't let anybody else tell you. And most of all, don't let the demon inside of your head tell you that you can't do something in 2018, because you can. Let's have a look at what the advice cards are. First of all, we'll go to getting into the vortex for advice. Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Sagittarius in terms of living their best lives in 2018? What is the advice that you have for Sagittarius? Show me. I can praise abundance wherever I see it, is the advice. And it says, if you seek financial well-being for yourself, you must praise it wherever you see it. If you would like more abundance for yourself personally or for others you care about, you must not criticize those who are experiencing abundance. When you criticize or condemn or push anything against anyone, you activate an opposing vibration to work to what you seek every time, no exceptions. Interesting. So, I hope this isn't you, because if you're stuck, it's because of what you're doing here. Are you the curtain twitcher? Are you always looking into somebody else's life, for example? Because the root issue for you for this reading is you want to broaden your horizons, but perhaps with the Wheel of Fortune you don't know how to create that. You know? I feel really this is a card that says, you know, if you want abundance in every part, temperance is really, for me, a card about abundance as well. If you want abundance and balance, you really need to focus on that for yourself. Don't look into anybody else's life, just look at your own. Focus on your own and focus on what you want in 2018 and no one else. The second part of advice here for you is healing with the angels, Sagittarius, for 2018. Universe, Spirit, what is the advice you have for Sagittarius on how they can live their best lives in 2018? Show me. Oh my God, it keeps come up with it again. Abundance. That's the second time that card came up for you guys. The second time. That's incredible. Let's have a look at what this says. That's the second time it keeps talking about abundance for you guys. A new flow of support is coming to you right now. Ask the angels to help you release fears. There you go. Release the fears with that devil in reverse about scarcity, so that you can see. Some of you guys, it is because you're afraid to release this. You need to release those fears of scarcity. It's telling you to release. And I suppose the 10 of coins in the reverse is scarcity. Of course, scarcity. Release the chains because you feel that you're not going to have anything. Release the chains of scarcity with 10 of coins in the reverse, of course, because you guys are afraid to give this up. So this is about material for some of you guys. You want to come out of a gilded cage. If this is a job that you're doing right now, it's not giving you pleasure. Ace of Cups in the reverse. And your challenge, though, is releasing this because it gives you financial pleasure rather than spiritual pleasure. And the universe is saying release scarcity, 10 of coins in the reverse, because 10 of coins is the absence of wealth and money. So release scarcity, of course. Abundance. Release the scarcity. Your messenger angels announce the arrival of an inflow of abundance coming your way. The source of all abundance is God, and you at some level had faith that the Creator would supply your needs. Your faith, even if it was small, triggered the abundance that is manifesting for you right now. Keep your faith, as it will ensure a steady flow of support materially, psychologically, emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually. A wonderful affirmation to help you stay in the stream of steady flow of abundance is, I accept good graciously into my life. All of my needs are met abundantly for me now and always. Amen. Love that. Amen. So true. Release the fear, because you guys are probably operating on a scarcity level. And when you operate in fear and you operate in the idea of, if I leave something, because I think that you guys do want to broaden your horizon because you feel that your lives has come to a standstill. But you can't release the abundance, the money that you get. You're afraid to. That's your challenges. And the universe is saying, the devil in the reverse, release. 10 of coins, of course, scarcity. Release the idea that you're not going to have anything. You have to trust. Stop investing, 10 of coins. Stop putting so much hard work into trying to create this success in terms of money. Some of you guys, it might be you're looking to, you know, make more money so you can build this, build that. If you're not happy doing it, stop it. Because coming in, 4 of Cups in the reverse, is going to be a time where you can purely focus on yourself and your spiritual needs with the High Priestess. You really can. Whatever that spiritual need takes you. For some of you guys, you might want to go into teaching, counselling, whatever it is. You want to go on a new path. You want to explore a new path with this Page of Cups. But the advice is the Chariot. You need to get those controls under check. Lest, if you don't, you will return Death in the reverse to the Fool in the reverse. Never taking a chance. Never taking a risk. Never seeing what's on the other side. The final advice card for you, Sagittarius. What's the final bit of advice you have for Sagittarius on how they can live their best lives in 2018? Show me. peace. Release the past. There is more enriching future coming. Let go and let God. That's it. Let go and let God. Stop focusing on scarcity. If this, you know, resonates with any of you guys for 2018, the key to living a better life in 2018 is to let go of the scarcity factor. Let go of the idea that if you leave something that is giving you a lot of stuff on a material basis, that you're never going to have enough. Trust that whatever the purpose you have in 2018, and even if it involves having to give something up that you have, you know, earned a lot of money from, and having to give all of that stuff up in order to pursue a certain path, trust that God's got your back on that. Trust it, because it will come to fruition for you. If you operate in the place of lack, what you'll get is more lack. But if you operate in a place of abundance, what you'll get is more abundance. And I don't just mean financially. I mean on every level, spiritually, emotionally, socially. You'll get more abundance. If you operate in the place of abundance rather than lack, that's what you get. It's the law of attraction. What you put your focus on expands. So if you operate in the place of lack, your challenge, can't give up the Empress, can't give up the money, the prestige, the comfort, the role, whatever it is. Release scarcity, release lack. Don't be afraid. Because coming in will be a time where you can focus on you and what you want to do and what you're being spiritually led to do with the High Priestess energy. But the overall advice, Sagittarius, if you want success, following your life purpose and giving up the very thing that doesn't give you happiness, which is right here, you have to get the fear in control, Chariot. Because if you don't, you get this, a return, death in the reverse, to the Fool in the reverse, a return to nothing. This. You might have all the money in the world, but do you have all the happiness in the world? And I think for some of you Sagittarians, I think you'd rather happiness over money any day. Alright, that is your reading for how you live your best lives in 2018. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I will see you guys on your how to find true love in 2018. Take care. Bye-bye.